get this from the first page to make it easy. So can you see my screen? Hello, can you see my screen? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, yeah. So, I mean, like I said, we are looking at the personal development for leadership and strategic management. And the essence of today's lesson is for us to go through a few things. Why is my mouse playing up like this? Bear with me for a second. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, so the aim of this unit is to help us develop our own personal leadership and management skills in the context of creating and achieving organizational vision and strategic direction. So this is the essence of our unit this morning. But I want to pick up a few things between yourself and Daddy, maybe Ali. I want to find out, I mean, the unit is talking about words like leadership and maybe strategic management. Do you have any fair idea of what leadership is? Leadership, I mean, the key term that we'll be looking at: leadership, strategic management, organizational vision, and strategy. Who can just share what they think leadership is?
So, as per my knowledge and experience, the leadership is all about managing people,
Okay.
bringing new ideas to organization,
Yeah.
and keep the consistency in it.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Managing people. Yes.
And that's
Any
the
more?
hardest part, I believe.
Yes, the hardest part, and I agree with you. I agree with you. What about strategic management?
Strategic is something that you go out of the box. As I mentioned, that bringing new ideas to the organization, think wisely, taking right decisions on right time,
Okay.
and always strive to growth.
Okay. 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 So brilliant. I think it's a good yeah, contribution. But let's quickly pick up the definition.
Yep.
Is my screen clear enough? Can you see clearly?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So leadership, I mean, as it's defined, yeah, is the act of motivating a group of people towards achieving a common goal. And it's important for us to understand that wherever the person is in that group should possess some personality and leadership skills that will make others want to follow him or her. Yeah, but some of the qualities that would definitely, yeah, get him to be admired by people so that they can follow him include some of these things. Yeah, he should be honest and have a sense of integrity. Yeah, he should be able to inspire others, should be committed and have passion about everything that he does. A very good communicator, decision-making skills and the ability. He should be ready to take account of certain things, responsibility. Yeah, he should also have the skill of delegating and trying to empower the people around him. And obviously, should be creative and very innovative. So this is the definition that we can pick on leadership. Then strategic management. Yeah, this one is a bit more detailed. So it entails evaluating business goals, objectives, and plans in light of the company's focus and how to make it effective and efficient. What is the purpose of this? Yeah, is to determine goals and achieve them. You see, companies using strategic management perform what we call the SWOT analysis. So they look at where they are, the complete health check, what are our strengths, what are our weaknesses, are there any risk and threats out there? What are the opportunities open up to us in the midst of all this? So they look at all this, and now they begin to make a plan, take a direction as to how they can overcome and succeed. So this process of analysis, we are saying that has got about 5 stages, and it starts with setting the goal, then analyzing it, then you're looking at forming strategies, then you implement the strategies that you have formed, then you put a system in place where you can monitor these, whether they are working or they are not. Yeah, so you need to have a clear vision. You should be able to gather the relevant information that is needed. You form the strategy that you want, you find a way of implementing it, then you evaluate and control it to make sure that you are on track. So the strategic planning, the overall purpose is for businesses to develop and plan so that they can achieve what they've set themselves to. So it involves sometimes stepping back from your day-to-day operations and asking relevant questions as to where the business is going and what your priorities should be. So that is very, very important. Are we clear to this stage? Is it clear so far? Jay, is it clear?
All clear for me. Yeah.
Okay. Ali, is it clear so far?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. So we are jumping briefly into what we'll be looking at, the visions and the missions and the plans. Yeah. So we are jumping into, if you've got all this in mind, how are you going to try and execute them? So yeah, so we will be looking at the yeah, just bear with me, let me take this one. So a vision, what is a vision? Yeah, a vision, we are saying, is a clear photographic, yeah, no, bear with me, I don't know what I've skipped one, and I want to, yeah, good. So it's a clear photographic picture of an organization at some point in the future. So what it means is that it provides a destination where, what do we want to be like in the future? So you have a photo in your mind. Yeah, this is where we want to, this is how we want to be like in future. So it provides direction because it describes what the organization wants to look like to be successful in future. And it describes what are we trying to achieve, obviously. Yeah. So we are saying that if this vision is well written and you have a mission also well defined, it ensures that the each element of the process will be aligned with the company's goals. So it should be thought through carefully, well written, and that will ensure the success of what you want to achieve. So clear visions and mission statements allow customers, suppliers, and shareholders who obviously have put their money in, yeah, to choose whether they want to do business with you or not. So you go to the websites of people and you read their mission statement, you read their vision, and you be like, no, this is the place that I really have to be. Yeah, so there's an example of Apple's current mission statement, for instance. So Apple is saying that for us, we design Macs. And this is the best personal computers in the whole world. So they are telling that is what they do. They design computers. And their kind of computer is the best. Yeah. So they provided so many softwares. And they are saying that Apple leads the digital music revolution. So they are telling you that when it comes to digital music, they are the leaders. So you have to look nowhere, look at them. One, we design, and two, we are leading. So it gives confidence to people when they see some of these things. So that is vision. Then again, if you look at Amazon, for instance, which is a huge marketplace platform where people, they are saying that our vision is to be the earth. When you say the whole, like the whole earth, everywhere, the most customer-centric company, to build a place where people can come and find and discover anything they might want to buy online. So they are also saying that this is who we are and this is what we want to do. Yeah, so that is important. Yeah. So just to pick a few contrasts here between the vision and the mission. Yeah, we are saying that the mission statement is narrower. That is the broad one, so it's narrower. Future-oriented declaration of the purposes and aspirations of the organization. Yeah, so together with the mission, the vision will guide the strategy formation or development and helps to communicate this to all the relevant parties within the chain to achieve the goal. And it also helps to be able to manage if we are still on track or yeah. So then vision and strategy. The strategy is the plan and vision is where we want to go. What is the difference? We are saying that vision is the goal. Yeah. It's not the same as strategy. Yeah, business strategies tell how a company is going to achieve or maintain its vision. The strategy, on the other hand, is a plan, the tactics, and how the plan will be executed. And the vision is the end result. So the vision is the destination, and the strategy is the roadmap to the place. Briefly, yeah. Then let's look at the mission, vision, and maybe strategy. I mean, these are words that have come up. What is mission? What is vision? And strategy. For vision, we've mentioned that is the broad photo or picture or the destination where we want to go. In terms of mission and strategy, yeah. So the fundamental purpose of strategic planning is to align the company's mission with its vision. So the vision is where we want to go. And because of that, these are the things that we want to do. Yeah, and we are saying that that is what strategic planning is all about. Yeah, so without the mission and the vision, the plan will sit in a vacuum. See, so we want to be like this. Then you have to start doing something, and the doing something is what we call the mission. So it's the starting point for the planning. Yeah, and the vision obviously is the destination, and the strategic plan becomes the roadmap that guides you as you go along. Yeah, the path of the vision. So the mission statement is also a concise explanation of the organization's reason for existence. Yeah, it describes the purpose and its overall intention. All that we are doing, this is the reason why we're doing it. Yeah, the mission statement supports the vision and serves to communicate. This is very, very important. The communication aspect, extremely important. Yeah, it purposes and direction to the employees so that people within the company knows where we are going. The customers that they are dealing with, suppliers who are also supporting them, and obviously other stakeholders like shareholders and all that. Very, very, very important. So if you look at the this model, it gives you let me see if I can have a full screen because I don't know, this keeps coming back onto the slide. Looks like it doesn't like, yeah. Okay. Yes. So, I mean, like we said, the vision is the overall picture. Then there are three questions that you should be asking: where we are now, where we want to be, and what are we supposed to do, and how are we supposed to do it. Yeah, so these are some of the questions that we should be asking when it comes to developing the strategy and the people who are going to drive that agenda. So the vision will develop some broad and simple statement. Yeah, it defines the business's vision, the core values and principles, and obviously guidance for members within the system that will be able to help achieve that. What are we supposed to do? What are the things that needs to be done? So
sorry to cut you. Sorry to cut you. Can
yes.
we repeat this point again? Can we repeat this point again?
Yes. So
this one.
Yes. So what we are saying is you are supposed to have three questions in mind: where you are, which is informed by the vision, and where you want to be, your destination. So the mission is going to look at how you're going to try and put things in place to be able to achieve your vision. And we are saying that in the mission, it requires for you to define what your vision is, have an idea of where you want to be, and obviously the values and the principles that needs to be embedded within the system. And we will look at the next slide very soon, that you see that there are certain values that you would need: integrity, hard work, and all that. These are values that you would need. People who are coming to work, they need it. Principles that should guide, and obviously the members. And I was also saying that in terms of what to do, the company has to put certain things in place to be able to achieve this. And some of them is to set up, what we call the SMART. And what does it mean? You set up specific goals, that are measurable. You can achieve them quite realistic and timely. So these are things that on the day-to-day basis you should be able to have in place. Then obviously you are looking at things that will help you to eventually reach your goals. Both the broader goals and the specific goals. So this is the way it works: where we are, what we want to do, and how we should do it. Is that clear?
Yeah.
So a mission statement communicates the organization's reason for being and how it aims to serve its stakeholders. And we've mentioned it already: your customers, your employees, and all that. But we also want to mention that the mission statement sometimes also captures the social responsibilities. So in addition to just the stakeholders who are dealing with them on day-to-day basis, they are also aware that there should be some government element that they should be able to look at, and also social responsibility to communities, the environment, and all that. So that is also important. The mission statement are longer than vision ones. Sometimes they include a summation of the firm's values, and that's what I mentioned earlier. Values are the beliefs of an individual or group. And in this case, the organization in which they are working. So look at Starbucks, for instance, which is a coffee house in the UK. Let's look at their mission statement. You see that if you look at their mission statement, they've got 6 guiding principles in there, which they are trying to use to communicate. But it looks at their values also. So the first 2 talks about values. So what is it? They want to provide a great work environment and treat each other with respect and dignity. So they are saying that in this place, for us to be able to achieve our goal, we have to create an environment where people are comfortable, they feel respected, yeah, they feel that they belong. Yeah, so we don't want there to be a situation where people are not comfortable, they are not happy, they are disrespected. No. Then again, to embrace diversity as an essential component in the way they do business. So yeah, togetherness, yeah, accepting all to be able to work in an environment that is brilliant. Apply, then now they are coming to the proper, yeah, profit-related stuff. So they want to apply the highest standards of excellence to purchasing, obviously, how they roast their coffee and all that. And now they also want the employees to be satisfied, happy at all times. Yeah, and like I said, they want to contribute to the environment and also to the communities. And then the most important thing for them as a company that exists is profitability. Yeah, so they always want everybody to realize that the company is here to stay. It cannot only stay if it's profitable, and that is extremely important for us to have it. So, like we said, they intertwine. For instance, you have the vision where you want to be is driven by the mission, and you now want to make a plan how to achieve the vision. Then you eventually put something in place that will be like a gauge, a monitoring, yeah, a device that will be able to tell whether you are on course or you have to maybe reorganize yourself in a way to be able to achieve it. Yeah, so that is it. You want us to carry on, maybe take 5 minutes break? Or are you happy for us to maybe go a few more?
For me, it's fine. We can carry on. I don't mind.
Yeah, yeah, I'm quite happy to carry on.
Okay, all right. So what we've said, I think we've mentioned this again, but you have to come back to it so that you always know that there's a difference between the mission statement, obviously, than the vision. Yeah. But the most important thing is that the second point, they have to come together to guide the strategy you are trying to develop and to also communicate, yeah, your purpose to the people who are on the receiving end. Very interesting part now. I mean, the essence of this model is looking at developing your personal leadership skills, yeah, and knowledge, yeah, to be able to contribute a bit more. Yeah, but you always see that there are two words, or a leader and also a manager. And this is something that has been a long debate. We want to look at the two. Yeah, who is a leader and who is a manager? What does it mean by saying leadership, and what is management? Yeah, so if you look at it, there's been a lot of definitions. Stockdale, for instance, says that there are almost many definitions. Yeah, but Drucker, who is one of the renowned writers, says that the only definition of a leader is someone who has followers. Yeah, so when we started the unit, we said that, yeah, somebody who is able to get people to follow him, you're able to influence them. So they admire your personality, they admire your skills, and because of that, they want to follow. So he's saying that the definition is somebody who has followers. Yeah. But Yoke is saying that yes, you can gain followers, but there's an element that you also have to keep an eye on. Yeah, integrity, for instance. And I think we've mentioned some of those qualities at the beginning, that you need integrity, you need honesty, you need passion, and so many things. So a leader is somebody who has followers. Somebody can be a manager, but is not a leader. Yeah, so that's the difference. And other writers also believe that it's the social influence that people normally have within a group. Yeah, and others believe that leadership is everything someone is doing in order to lead effectively. So you can have that trait, but you can also develop. You can also get yourself to a point where you can develop the skills and the knowledge that will help you to lead well. Yeah, can lead well. Somebody can grow from being just a manager to become a leader, and that is what the this model is trying to look at. Yeah, so you can have this table also as a good guide. So when it comes to leaders, they are visionary, strategic thinkers. A manager is builds the system. They bring productivity. Yeah, in terms of the focus, they set direction as leaders. Yeah, and a manager is able to nurture the organizational structure. Yeah, that they have, the various groups, they're able to manage them. They will establish all the needed systems and the processes. Yeah, the leader will create a mission statement. This is where we are, with where we are going, and the manager will deliver on that. So somebody creates it, and the manager will deliver. Yeah, the methodology. Yeah, he always be looking at evaluating and thinking through and seeing which ways, while the manager is working with the staff, looking at finances, setting timelines, and making sure that quality is not compromised and all that. So that is extremely important. And what is the style for leadership? Yeah, just inspiring people, then fostering commitment and relationship, getting people to have the best out of them. Yeah, and yeah, the managers will be developing talents within people as they work with them, and the day-to-day problem solving ability to be able to get things done. So the outcome for a leader is looking at the long term. So the far-reaching goals, the long-term reaching goals, and obviously the manager will be looking at managing projects as they come efficiently, making sure that they are all coming through properly. So that is the difference between the two. Obviously, I mean, this is a question that many people ask: are leaders born or they are made? I mean, this word charisma, having that beautiful sense of personality and drive that will get people to follow you. Are these taught? Yeah. So, but I mean, generally, there's been a divide. But what we are suggesting, I mean, this unit is suggesting that even though leading is not easy, yeah, you definitely need some attributes. Yeah, if you want to be a leader, you definitely need some attributes. You can't do it in vacuum. No. Yes. Jay.
I'm just curious what you think, Samuel.
Yes.
Is leadership natural, or is it something that can be taught? What do you think?
Yeah, so I mean, that is what the classic question is asking, whether people are born as leaders or they are made. Yeah, but if you there is this Myers-Briggs personality model that talks about how people are different. People are thinkers, some people are judges and all that. So some people have got a small trait of leadership. Yeah, some people have got that charisma. They're able to at least relate with people so well. They're able to look a bit more further than just the day-to-day. So they have a little trait, but they can develop it to become great leaders. Yeah. So some people naturally, yeah, have got these qualities. I mean, integrity, trust, selflessness, commitment, creativity, I mean, toughness, communication ability. Somebody naturally can talk and they can convince you so well. Yeah, but we are saying that you have to develop it to a point where you'll be able to surround the communication with other qualities that will make into a leader. Yeah, ability to take risks and being able to be accountable. I don't know whether I've tried to answer.
Can I add something in it?
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to share my personal experience. As I'm asked that if the leader is born, like some people, they're really born as a leader. For example, I'm just going to give you a small example how it works. When you are a young, or let's say when you are like in the age of 12, 13 or 14, you have a group of friends, right?
Yes.
And with that group of friends, you're going outside, you're going hang out and stuff. And in that way, one of the person who's always leading, one of the friend, he always say, let's go this, and all of them follow him. One person
Yes.
say, let's play this game, all of them is following him. So I believe that it's like 50 to 60% leaders born. I think it is like in their gene, or it can be in their blood. When like from the childhood, it starts, and when they reach on a or when they reach on a maturity level, they start sharpening up that skills, and it's become like a proper one. Because in my case scenario, why I'm sharing this one, in my friends or my gatherings, I'm the one who always leading in terms of, I'm like, it's not that I'm imposing something on them, but I believe that whatever I say to them, okay, let's go, let's eat this cuisine food today, or let's play this game, or let's hang out over there in this club, let's do this one. So they was okay, Ali is right, let's go with you know. So I believe it's something like comes in like when you're born, or something might be from your childhood also, that skills develop inside.
Good, 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 good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that,
don't
that
know
that's so
what
much.
do you also think?
Me, yeah, it's interesting to hear that from Ali. I mean, if I sort of reflect on myself,
Yes.
I would say I'm not a traditional leader. I'm very independent, so I tend to do what I think is right according to my beliefs or morals. What I found in over my career is perhaps I have some of the good leadership skills that you need: risk taking, commitment, vision, those kind of things. But it's not a full picture. I think sometimes what really helps is your ability to communicate, to have empathy, to sort of provide assurance, trust, those kind of things, and they can add into a picture to make me a better leader. So I think it's actually a combination. I think there are very few people that could say hand on heart that they have all of those attributes, and that they fulfill everything that a leader needs to be. I think part of it is natural, but obviously part of it is also a learning process. And I don't think that there are people out there that can't be leaders, because they are, too nice, or they're too logical thinking. I think everyone can potentially lead, but obviously some people have the natural skills, perhaps like Ali does, where he has that ability anyway. I think it's kind of a combination, but obviously naturally you're going to benefit if you have those natural strengths.
Yes, so that gives the person an edge. But like you said, it's important, even if you have it naturally. I mean, Ali would tell you that he wasn't too aware that is leadership skills. I mean, he would think that, oh, follow me, and they follow him. But he didn't realize that he's got something that the guys were admiring. So as you begin to become aware through the acquiring of knowledge, for instance, you realize, oh, okay, this is a skill, I can develop it further, then it becomes very effective. That's why we are saying that you become a leader, and a great leader. Yeah, because
I think it depends on the context. If you think,
yes,
what is a leader for a nursery full of children?
yes,
So
Yes.
you have to have somebody that's empathetic, you know,
That's
and
right.
that is loving and caring.
Yes.
Or in the household, like the mother is a leader, you know. But
Yes.
if you take another context where, like, you know, you need maybe like an army officer, you need
Yes.
somebody with strength, with bravery, with
right.
with energy. So they're
Yes.
kind of, it depends on the context, really, I think.
The context is very, very important. The context is extremely important. Yeah. So, and with the industry, like we are saying, some of these qualities are also very, very important. You should be visionary, a person of integrity, somebody that people can trust, should be selfless, committed. Yeah. You should have a creative ability. Yeah. Toughness. Yeah. Ability to communicate. Yeah, you should be able to take risk and obviously to be accountable. Then management, on the other hand, we are saying it's an art, whereas others are saying it's science. But that is not an important thing. Management is the process that is used to accomplish organizational goals. That is a process that is used to achieve what the organization wants to achieve. Yeah. So the question is, are leaders and managers the same? Do we need only leaders? Do you need only managers? Yeah. I think it's important for us to have a balance. Have a balance. Yeah.
I agree.
Good balance and a good mix of leaders and managers. But
Yes,
it's important because of where we want to put ourselves. We see that for companies and other things, you don't need too many leaders. You need a lot of managers. So if you want to be a leader, you have to put yourself in another level where you'll be able to do a bit more than the manager. And that puts you in the leadership bracket. So that is extremely important. There are a lot of managers out there, but in terms of leadership, people can look up to and follow, they are not a lot. And that is what we are looking at on this model, that we want to develop ourselves personally to bring us onto that level. So managers, they would take up the daily assignments or tasks that have been given to them to achieve the desired goal through the act of planning, budgeting, organizing the staff, problem solving, and controlling all the processes to keep it on track. While leaders, on the other hand, they set the direction, they align the people within the system to work well, they motivate and they inspire. Yeah. Other people think that a leader has a soul. I mean, like Jay mentioned, he can empathize. I mean, he's got that sense of empathy. He can understand. He's also got the passion and the creativity. Well, the manager has got the brains, the mind, and the rationale and the persistence to push agendas through. Yeah, a leader might be flexible, innovative, inspiring, courageous, and independent, whilst the manager can be consulted on a daily basis on issues. They are analytical, they can sit down with you and go through them. They are deliberate, authoritative, and obviously they're able to stabilize the agenda. So you can have this table to look at the both dimensions. When it comes to vision, the managers will plan, they will put budgets together, they will develop processes, they'll look at personal attitudes towards these things. Yeah, but leadership obviously still setting direction and developing the vision and looking at how they can at least passionately encourage this vision to be achieved. When it comes to human development, the manager will organize staff, they'll maintain the structure, this finance, this is human resource, this is that. They would delegate responsibilities, obviously. Then the authority, levels, and they will implement some of these on a daily basis. But the leader aligns, the companies to the organizational goals. So he's always looking at whether the company is on track. I mean, they have to communicate the vision clearly as they go along. Yeah. Then the obviously they control and identify problems on daily basis, solve problems, while the leader would have the act of motivating and inspiring people and putting energy in people, yeah, so that they can carry on to be able to achieve the goals. Then in the end, you realize that managers would have achieved what is predicted or what is given to them, yeah, and provide the results that customers are looking to see, their suppliers are looking to see, and obviously their shareholders are also expecting to see. But leadership, in addition to this, we'll be looking at what sort of changes needs to be done to be able to keep on track and to be able to make sure that the company is sustainable. Then very importantly, good leaders will need some qualities. Yeah, good leaders will need some qualities. And these are some of the skills that we want to look at. In no order of hierarchy or importance, you see that a leader should be a strategic thinker. He should be able to plan and deliver on what the company wants to achieve. He should be able to manage people. Yeah. He should have fair idea of how to manage change, because it might happen that the company has to change direction because of where they want to go. And it is the leader who will be able to manage that. Communicating with people is a very, very important tool when it comes to leadership. And obviously the ability to influence and to persuade people. Now let's look at the how these can be ranked. Yeah. So we said the person should be a strategic thinker, that is having an idea or vision of where you want to be and working to achieve it. Yeah. So he's always looking ahead, looking at the long term. This is where we want to be. This is where we want to be. And this is what we have to do to be able to achieve it. That is all that is driving the person. Then you should have planning and delivery skills. What we mean that alongside the thinking skills, it should be able to have the skill to organize and to plan. Yeah. More for the delivery of the vision and the strategy. So things like project management and planning are also skills that good leaders and the managers should possess. Then risk taking. Yeah. These people are supposed to be able to manage any risk that is going to come up, or they should be in a position to be able to manage the system so that they will be able to avoid some of these risks. When they obviously go wrong, they should be able to bring back on track. People management skills. Leaders are expected to motivate and encourage their followers, both directly and through the motivational environment, where they create an environment where people are happy. Change management, I've mentioned that. Communication skills. This is extremely important. You should be a good listener and an active listener, which means that you are listening and you are picking the right information. So that gives you the chance to ask the right questions. Yeah, and you should be assertive. That is very confident in what they believe, and because of that, they can communicate it, not aggressively, but at least, yeah, in the right sense. They are firm about it. They're able to create the right relationship with people, and obviously that will eventually lead into the charisma. Yeah, I like the fact that you should be able to develop the relationship above the those who are under you and those who are at par with you. Very, very, very important. Then again, they should be able to communicate very well to people. you meet certain leaders, and the way they will communicate is sort of bringing the people down, very destructive. But we are saying that a leader should be able to have that communication ability where he's able to communicate things in a very constructive way rather than being destructive. They are usually very good at effective speaking, equally skilled at getting their point across in both formal or informal settings. Yeah, and when difficult times come, that is where you see whether people are leaders. But somebody who is a leader is able to communicate even in difficult times, and they are able to at least get people to be on board. Obviously, persuading and influencing people's skills is also important. And you should be aware of the emotional intelligence. That is, you yourself be able to manage your emotions and be able to understand the emotions of people around you. Yeah, transactional analysis, we've mentioned it, how you transact with other people, relate with other people, communicate with them. Then obviously the personality types that are mentioned, that we've got different personality. Those who are the extroverts, they are very outgoing, they are very loud and all that. We've got the introverts who are quite reserved. So all these people, you should be able to understand and manage yourself well. There is this video from Chris, which is extremely important. You can watch it in your free time. He's looking at operations and strategy, but what he's looking at is leadership and management. Yeah, what is the difference? You will realize that he will eventually end on the fact that you need a two. You need a two. Working like an engine. So I think we will pause here. Our time is almost, yeah. Then we'll take one or two questions. Yes, Jay.
Sorry, I just wondered if it's possible to see this video in the course material, or is it something?
Yes, it should be in the course material.
Great.
Just bear with me, definitely.
Okay, no worries.